Greetings and welcome back to Monster Legends. Alright, I hope you had a good weekend, because I certainly did. So let's just get right into it. Alright, we've got a bunch of things going now, and they kind of interconnect with each other. I'm going to start with this one over here. Alright, so if this looks familiar, it's because we've kind of done this already. But not everybody got him, and I would certainly like to get more cells so I could rank mine up. This is Wormlad's Tale, and of course, we're going to have to do collecting here of items, right? You need 5 of each of them in order to unlock the challenge, which looks like it's going to be in 10 days and 13 hours from now at the time of recording. I'm not sure what kind of an event it is. It says it's a challenge. I don't know if it's going to be a progression or a dungeon. I do believe it was a progression for him the first time. So I'm guessing they're going to stick with that format. So that is, we got that amount of time. I'm sure they're going to give us lots and lots of opportunities to get these little pieces here, especially if you don't have him. I'll probably be trying just to see whether or not I can add to my own Wormlad. Alright, the reason I did that first is because it doesn't really appear in the news, so let's just go into the news. Okay, you can probably see why I wanted to touch that first, right? Alright, so right now, you can get the tokens if you watch videos in Monsterwood in addition to food and money. I notice I don't see any gems there. No, I don't see any gems there at all. But anyway, you can get the tokens. It's one way of getting them. You watch videos, you have a chance of doing it. You'll probably see this pop up at least one more time. You might also see a tokens dungeon. Keep an eye open for that. Alright, and we have another new individual coming. Nikasia, I believe it is, right? Anyway, obviously she's related to Cassia and I don't remember, Sakya? I think that's the name, right? And she is a light support and debuffer, right? So that's what she is. She's also very fast, I'll give you that. And she has an evolving trait. The big thing she can do eventually here is block resurrections, right? That's going to be part of her evolving trait. She starts, though, with an area dodge. Like everybody seems to get that these days, right? And then freeze immunity and such like that. Probably got that from Granny. Anyway, I did look at her stuff. She's got some interesting things that are just, if you're like talking about support, are a little bit weird. Like in her first tier, she's got a low group attack damage that does sunburn, and it's got a 0 cooldown, so she can do it over and over again. Later in the third tier, she's got another one, a moderate group attack that does sunburn twice, I guess to make sure you actually get it, and also a daze. But she's got things too, like she's got a group attack which does blinding and gives her an extra turn. So, you know, that's kind of a fun thing to slip in. She can also, she's got a single target boost for double damage. She's got another one that does damage boost and precision for the entire group. I mean, there's nothing like, wow, you really gotta have her. But I mean, it's all right. There's some good stuff in there. So she's going to be the big quest creature. All right, and of course, this is going to be a survival dungeon, right? Yeah, this is a quest dungeon, but there's also a survival dungeon. This is very convoluted here. Let's just try to break this down. All right. Now, we want to get these successful breedings. Now, I'm guessing the reason that the Countess is there is because of the relationship situation here. I'm not really sure why otherwise she'd be there. All right, so you want to do this breeding combination, and of course, the Jokers will give you a better opportunity to do it. Now, if you just attempt to do this, and I'm probably doing this out of order, you're going to get the scroll here at the top. Hold that thought. All right, so the way it works is if you breed these and you get one of these, you'll get the key for the survival dungeon, right? You'll also get 15 of her cells if you get each one of them, you know? In other words, if you breed 2 Cassias, you're only going to get the 15 cells once, right? You'd have to breed each of them to get the maximum amount. So, but if you get one of them, you get a key, you can get into survival dungeon, right? There's a quest dungeon. In order to progress in the quest dungeon, you need these scrolls, which means you have to try these breedings if you want to progress in the quest dungeon. And in the quest dungeon, you get bronze relic chests. I'm not really sure why that is, but yeah, you can also get cells for quest individuals, which is why we're now going to move on to this. There is a new book. There is a quest book. The book contains monsters that you obtained via quest. For instance, you can see the individuals back there, right? Pierseed and O'Reilly and Clipium, all the individuals you got via quest, right? So they're in this book. It's a new book, and you are going to be given opportunities in which to get these individuals, or I should say complete them. In many cases, they were survival dungeons, and you didn't get the opportunity to finish them. You're in luck, by the way, as long as you got some gems. Okay, so now this is where it gets complex. Okay, let's look at the top. Right now in the store, you can buy groups of 25 cells for quest monsters. So if, say, you did the survival dungeon and you weren't able to get enough to actually do the creature, right? You can do that now if you have the gems. We're going to take a look at that. Trying to buy the creatures, you could do that. It's probably just going to be very expensive to do that. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, on the bottom, there is a quest dungeon. There's a quest dungeon right now. And if you have one of those scrolls that you got from this breeding, remember, you get one scroll for each attempt, right? Then you can do a node in that dungeon. You're going to get bronze relics. That's the main reward. But you're also going to get a spin on the roulette wheel. The roulette wheel will have 5 cells of a whole bunch of, maybe all of them. I don't know if it's all of them or just some of them, of the quest monsters. So every time you complete a node, you'll get a shot at 5 cells of a quest monster, right? So obviously you're going to want to do that breeding a lot. Okay, so I think that's everything. There's nothing else, right? Oh, they're doing special wars with the Halloween book. You know, we get this every time, right? All right, let's try to put this together here. All right, let's go to, first things first, let's just go to the dungeons. All right, here is the Quest Days dungeon, right? At the time of recording, it's got 4.5 days left, right? All right, and by the way, you have to use quest monsters for this too. All right, you can see the individuals you're going to be fighting here, right? Now, I mean, these could be quest monsters, but it just basically shows you who's going to be in there. When you finish it, if you complete it, you get to the wheel, then you do your spin, right? Now, as you can see, it says at the top, you're going to need a scroll to unlock that. You can see I don't have any of the scrolls. I did start a breeding, but I don't have my my breeding temple available just yet. It's not going to be a problem. It goes on for 3 more days, and the breeding temple only goes for 2 days, and I get to unlock it in 1 day. So I'll get the same number of discounts in time as I'm going to get normally, right? Now you'll get bronze relic chests. Is it always going to be bronze relic? Yeah, it is. It's going to be bronze relic chest. But the big thing, of course, is you get the spin of the wheel afterwards, and it's going to have cells of the quest monsters, right? So you can get them that way, or you can buy them. Now, let's talk about the buying. All right, so this looks like it's going to refresh in less than an hour here, so I'm guessing they're going to rotate them, right? And as you can see, the 25 gems, pardon me, the 25 cells are going to cost, actually some of them are discounted. I didn't realize that. Oh, I'm guessing by the power rating, right? I mean, look, if you look at Madame Fusion and Mephisto, they're on a different scale from some of the other ones, you know? Who else over here? Salat? Pierseed. Yeah, Pierseed is 125. For a minute there, I was like, what? No, Pierseed's 125. And O'Reilly, of course, is a 125. Right, so the thing is, if you buy them, you know, if you try to actually buy out the individual, understand those values are going to go up. Unless, of course, it refreshes and they come up again, you know, that kind of a thing. So you're going to have to make your decision on what you're going to do. See, I would love to get Mephisto. It's just that I just know he'd be so ridiculously expensive that I couldn't do it. But if you were just, say like Nurok, you just came in short, maybe you got 70 cells of him. Well, there you go. See, here's the thing about it is, no one's going to have cells floating around from those. We'll just take him as an example. He was a survival dungeon. I did the survival dungeon. I got the extra 50. I had 65. The only way I got him to 80 was I got donations from my team. Now, all the people who donated to me, you know, those are people who knew they weren't going to get him. So we had no opportunity to get cells from him before. Or again, I should say. Well, you can do it now. So, I mean, if you come up, say you have 55 cells of him, well, then for 85, you're all set, you know? That's the thing. So they're going to be in here, I guess, for the amount of time that the other dungeon's going to be available. And, of course, Pure Seed, very good ones here. If I had... Oh, Salat. Oh. I didn't notice that. Anybody else in here? No, I mean, I have some Clippium, but I'd have to do that twice, and he's very expensive. Yeah. Okay. It actually went down. Oh, I need one more cell. Are you kidding me? Oh, basic math. I failed at basic math. All right, you know what? I'm not spending 83 for that. But I found it interesting that the gem number went down. Very interesting. I'll have to see if I can beg for one cell. All right, so that's that. Now let's look at the book. All right, it's way at the end. Way at the end, right down here. So these are the quest monsters. So there are 20 of them so far. And she's already there, right? Including they have like a little like to be done later. This is the reason you're not going to see any rewards, because I don't think any of these books are done. Right? There's still spots to be filled in here, right? Still spots to be filled in, so there's no rewards yet. All right, but they do have them here, and we do have this overarching thing, right? So we have the breeding quest in order to get into the survival dungeon, but if you do entries for that, then you're going to get scrolls that'll let you go over to the quest dungeon and advance there, where the roulette wheel will possibly get you cells for the individuals that you want. Maybe I'll get Solette, right? So yeah, it's kind of convoluted. It's all over the place. It's a little difficult to follow. This is a little bit complex. And they even threw some worm lad in there too, just to really confuse you. If you want the pieces for him, right now you watch videos in Monsterwood, but I have a feeling they'll probably have like a dungeon and there'll be other quests and such, because it's going to be going on for 10 days. All right, I think that I covered everything, and I hope I didn't confuse you too much, because I'm just... You know, the thing about it is, once again, they don't have anything in the event section about this. So it's just a matter of like trying to figure out what's going on here. It doesn't seem like they really care to inform us about things anymore. Just saying. Maybe because they figured, oh, we did the Wormlad thing, we don't have to tell them about it again, right? Okay, I do have a couple of other things that I want to do, of course. Chests. First, these chests. I'm not going to get anything, but I'm just going to open it anyway. Rare. And epic. We knew that was going to happen. I also have enough of the little magical keys to open up the video magic chest. So that is what I'm going to do right here. The video magic chest, I have 21 keys. I need 20. Let me see. I'll get the Worker Hulk. That's who I think I'll get. Oh, I gotta click on it. Making me work for it, huh? Hello? Mr. Scratch. I don't really use Mr. Scratch. My Mr. Scratch has locked ruin slots, which is the reason I don't use him. I have better magic creatures anyway. Alright, well, you know, I got one now. I guess next month we'll find out who the next one's going to be, right? Okay, so I think that is everything. I can't think of anything else, so why don't we do war? And we do have war. We do have war. We always have war. All right, and it does seem as if we're doing pretty good. We're beating up Dad and the kids. And funny, I don't feel bad about that. All right, I'm not fighting you. Actually, wait a minute. There might be something I want to do here. The reason I say that is because of the combo. Let's try this. This is probably a horrible mistake, but I do have some room to work with here, right? All right, so obviously when you throw the female attribute in there, it means I get to use Dun-Ra and I get to use Elvira. So I have protection. They are very fast. There's very little damage. There's no life. So, okay. Oh, thank you for the evasion, Myrak. Oh, wow, that's awesome. She got evasion from Myrak. That's wonderful. Oh, okay. By the way, let me think about this for a minute. Remove positive status effects. You know, oh, that's against one. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Remove positive status effects from all enemies. Applies nanovirus and total blind. Oh, sucks to be you guys. I'm guessing the shield came from from relics. All right, so why don't we do something about that? Do I want to? I'm thinking. Guard down and sunburn. I kind of like that idea. Okay, will you stop resisting? Okay, you're going to stop evading now, but you're also going to give curse. All right, and I must scream. Okay. Oh, she's blind. How terrible. Let me think. You already have curse, so I'm not going to interfere with that one. So why don't we do Undead Dragon? Have some bleeding and nightmares. Okay, you in the front. You are just a real pain, aren't you? So let me think. Immunity control and torture. Nanovirus and total blind. Yeah, I think the other two, well, I think the General Thetis is very near dead. Why don't we just, like, do something to you? You're dead. You're dying. You're dying. Okay, stop being mean. Let me think. I'm just gonna redo this one. Just to make sure. Okay, so what do we have here? Fuse radar. Why don't we just get rid of you, because you're annoying. And, well, I was just gonna charge. I'm pretty sure he's dead. Yeah. Besides, he was good. Really? Hold on a minute. You really put that on him? Alrighty. Have some deep thought. And have some curse as well. Okay, and a little bit of bleeding on top. Oh, you missed. Don't miss. You weren't blind, were you? Oh, okay. I do not want that to happen. Okay, so... Good. Freeze, and you're dead. Cleo was very close to dying there. Okay. Alright, so that worked out very well. Let me find somebody else to play with. That would be a little bit more dangerous because of the Elvira situation. After Elvira, I don't know what else I'm going to have after that, right? Let me think. I could put Elvira in for the magic... the light one, though, right? Oh, hold on. I don't want to deal Elvira for Elvira. Maybe. Oh, you know what it is? The Demise could take off positive status effects. Ooh, I know Myrak. Just don't want to mess with Myrak. No. Again, high speed, but is that going to help? All right, let me throw my team together first, though. I'm thinking here, who would I have over here in Winged? Ooh, Kane. Hornet. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Let me just see who else. Because I'm thinking I use Elvira. Oh, you know what? Well, I could put Elvira in any one of these spots. Because she fits into the female role, too. I'm thinking over here that I probably want to go with Wormlad. So, well, who would I have over here? You know, I would put Pierce. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All right, so we'll go with Elvira on this one. Where is Elvira? All right. Ooh. Okay, well we need to do some killing as soon as it's available, right? Okie dokie. You're dead. The other guy's easier to kill, so I just want to get him out of the way. Okay, and now it's your turn, big boy. I guess you were pretty easy to kill, too. Wormlet is just back there looking awesome. Elvira did her job already. Okay, it does look like we have a strong advantage here. Mind you, they still have a bunch of attacks left. But at the moment, it is looking good for us. It is looking good indeed. All right, I think that's about everything, except, of course, for some PvP. So let's get to that. Of course, the first battle I'm going to win, it comes up and it'll say, oh, you're now in this group, or whatever it is. All right, so let's begin. Our first team today was suggested by, oh, let me go in here. Split Head. Oh, by the way, there was a lot of repetition in terms of two individuals. One who appeared a lot, and that was Hukawai. So, yeah, remember that. I can only use them once. So as a result, I had to, not take teams I would ordinarily take because they'd already taken Hukawai. All right, anyway, Split Head gave me two teams. I chose this one. This one looked interesting. That's the reason. We're starting over here. This is somebody else who popped up a bunch too, and that was Bram. All right, next up, we're going over to Fido, who's sitting right on top. And finally, I do believe this is Fire. I could be mistaken. I don't use this one very much. I believe it's Fire because I remember it being like red and fiery. Okay, there we go. Phoebe. Okay, so is Phoebe going first? I think Phoebe is actually, there's a level difference, but we'll have to see. Interesting fight. All right, what are we going to do here? Clipium. I could kill Clipium. The thing is, I can't possess the other Nishan's pet, so that would be a very big problem. Up the middle doesn't really have denial. Besides, there's a Reser. I don't like Resers. Why don't we do this one? Okay, support speed on a General Teddy's. How very brave. How very, very brave. All right, what's the attack order? Okay, we're going first. All right, we'll start with this one, which we can't get on her, right? Let me think. Block incoming damage, damage boost, and an extra turn. Sounds good to me. All right, now what are we going to do? Blocks all damage except water for all allies. I like that idea. Okay, time for some dying. Okay, you're evading in the front. Your friends are not evading, so... Deadly Stigma. Okay, that was mean. So I'm going to kill you. Wow, that was a lot of damage. All right, charge. Let me think. There's not much purpose to doing anything here. That's a straight up dodge, right? Yeah, that's evasion. That's evasion, so I can't get anything through. Do you have... Removes negative status effects from itself. Immunity control to all allies. That's a wonderful idea. Let's do that. I'm going to miss, but... Immunity control. Well, that was just mean. Have some blindness. And let me see. Heavy fire damage removes negative status effects from itself. Blocks damage. Just do that. And let's face it, you're dead. Alright, that worked out pretty good. Sorry for the cut there. Sound in the background. He didn't give me anything but a rune enemy. He gave me a rune. All right. The one thing that I forgot was that the Drakkar thing. I've got the You saw me with the 2 chests. I got to the 15. I'm just not even trying at that point. And I haven't spent any gems. I may have spent 2 gems. But I basically got the chest because I'm going after Zikar. That's who I'm going for. So I just spent what I had. Of course, then I actually just spent some on Solat too. So I need one more. I hope my team has it. All right, so let's see. Let's go with our next team. Our next team was suggested by Ewok Lover. And Ewok Lover wanted to see, and this was the winner, today's winner of Finn. I went with this team for the reason of a interesting combo. Because I'm sure you can figure out the pattern here. Yep, there's a pattern coming. There's a pattern coming. I'm sure you can figure out who the last one is, right? Where is Caven Fish? So we have Finn, we have Bruce, and we have Luffy. And they, of course, are all sharks. Okay, so obviously I want to stay away from anybody in thunder. You know, that would be a really good idea. Why don't we do this one over here on the right? Speed. There's some sports speed over here, but there's a 2 here. All right, we'll have to see how this goes. Oh, you're going first. How did... That's not good. We better kill you very fast because we're all going to die. Stun all? Okay, they're... Do you all have Reaper? You do. Okay, so this is not good. I have to concentrate on one at a time. Alright, let me think about this. Sunburn, please? Okay, he's dead. Let's get some freezing in here now. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. That will kill you. Okay, lead rain. And you're dead. Okay. Okay, unfortunately we lost Luffy though. And I did a mission. Alright, and let's do a spin. Okay, was that something else or the same one? Yeah, sorry to cut you out the last time, but something came up. Okay, that's 2 runes in a row you gave me. Okay, maybe he's trying to make amends. I will be open to it. Oh, I exited out. I didn't want to do that. But that does remind me, I want to make sure that I got... Boom, that's it. Since I'm out of here anyway, right? I won't be fighting the team up the middle. I'm just not going to risk that. Alright, so let's go with our third team. And the reason, of course, I continually choose this individual is because they continually pick individuals that are not chosen by everybody else. So you might want to consider that in the future. Our third team was suggested by Harith Mascara. And Harith, actually, he's been trying to push this combo for a while, so we're going to do it this time. Alright, we're starting with Big Al. Right? Next up, we're going over to, I think he's in Earth. I hope I'm right about this, because otherwise I'm going to be searching around for a while. Because I won't remember where he is. No, he's not. He's in darkness. He's in darkness. That's right. I remember now. There he is. Alright, so we got Lupin. And finally, over in Magic, and I know it is Magic, we have... He's here somewhere. Wasper! And I'm sure you know where this is going. Alright, so let's think about this. As long as Big Al can set us up, we're okay. Alright, why don't we do a little bit of searching. See if we can get something a little bit more chunky. Yeah, chunky, not death. Wow, boy, this escalated quickly. Alright, I'm going to try one more. That's just all. I don't want anything to do with any of that. Okay, I guess I'm doing the team on the right. I don't think this is going to end well for us, but yeah, that's what I think we're doing. I should have chosen one of those first three, right? Yeah, this is not going to end well. Okay, I don't suppose you want to just charge? Thank you. There will be no combo today. Nope, nope, there will be no combo. High decibel, display of traits, damage. Yep, well, we'll just do that. Oh, you even missed the... Yeah, that's right. You can't use the group attack on Helgadin or any of those guys, even if it's disabling the trait, because it just won't hit them. All right, I'm sorry about that. I should have grabbed one of those first two teams, except for the one in the middle, of course. But they just seemed too easy. I didn't realize everything else was going to be really hard. Sorry about that. All right, let's go with our fourth and final team for today. Our fourth and final team for today was suggested by Adam Rashid. He gave me two teams. I chose this one. And we're going to recognize the first person over here because we just saw them. Starting over in Darkness, we're going down to somebody whom I couldn't successfully breed this weekend. I tried, I think, 5 times and it didn't work. Got 5 epics. All right, next up, we're going over to Earth. And this is going to be Cora. Finally, over in Darkness. Yes, I usually take the toughest team and put them in the end. Because I figure the trophy count will go up by that time, right? Watch me get only terrible teams now, though. All right, we're going with Angelina. All right, so let's see how this works out. Probably not too good for them. All right, this isn't bad. It's just I'm not going to do Don Rob. That's a terrible idea. I don't have enough single target damage to deal with that. Besides, that's a heck of a support team he's got there. Pardon me, she's got there. Up the middle, I would certainly like Revenge. But we don't have a Megaton tank. So, I mean, I got good speed on her. So I just don't know how that would work out. All right, we're going to take a shot at Revenge. I'm going to go up the middle. It really depends on how much speed is over there. Is going to determine how much trouble we're in. We're not in a lot of trouble. No, it's not us that's in trouble. It'd be you guys who's in trouble. Activate cooldowns. Enemies will die after 3 turns. Leave Cora alone! Seriously, leave Cora alone. Alright, and she's going to do this. Damage reduction to enemies and Mega Taunt. As if she's not getting hit by everybody at the moment as it is, right? Alright, Dark Submission. Weakness to Dark Enemies here. Alright. Okay, and let's see. Do I want to go with the Curse? Alright, the one in the front's immune to Possession, so I'm going to go with the Curse. Yeah, feel free to knock her unconscious, because at the moment she's working for you. Okay, let's see. Well, let's go for possession on the 2 we can, right? Besides, you guys are weak against dark damage, right? Charge. Let's end this. Almost. There was one survivor. But let's face it, he's dead. Yeah. Okay, and that's done. Okay, if you're trying to reach out, I can be negotiable. Okay, I can be reasonable. I can be reasonable. So you don't just keep giving me stuff and there won't be any problems. There won't be any problems. See, I'm a peaceful person. Let's just keep it that way. Keep it peaceful. Okay, so we got stuff going here. The Wormlad overarching thing is going to be going over the next 10.5 days at the time of recording. There will be opportunities to get those little tokens, and then probably a little progression thing in order to get him. I'd like to get extra cells so I can rank mine up. that would be really good. Right now, Monster Wood, watch videos. You can get the tokens that way. There'll probably be a tokens dungeon. Now, in terms of the breeding for Nikasia, I think that is. Nikasia, I think that might be it. Nikasia. Where is that anyway? It's down here somewhere. Shouldn't they put stuff like that at the top? Yeah, I think so. Nikasia. Nikasia. I'm going to have to learn to say that right. Remember that even just attempting the breedings and completing it and get it out of the breeding tree there will get you a scroll that will let you progress in the quest dungeon, right? Where at the end, first of all, you have to use quest monsters in there, right? And if you complete it, you'll get, bronze relic chests, but you'll also get a spin on the roulette wheel, which will give you a chance at 5 cells. Now, also don't forget, if you have the gems, you can buy some, you can buy packs of 25 for those creatures if you're just short. See, for the moment, I'm short by just 1, so I'm going to be requesting 1 if at all possible. Can I even do that? He's not exclusive, is he? I don't know. Maybe I'll get lucky with one of the spins, right? Anyway, I think that's going to do for now. So we got a bunch of convoluted stuff going on. It's very interlocking and such, but we'll see how this works out in the days ahead. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya.